Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Felicia Mesadieu, and I am a multidisciplinary designer based in Houston, Texas. I work for a startup tech company in the aesthetics and wellness space, and here on my channel, I love to talk about design, life, and the journey. In this video, I wanted to share with you my journey of finishing up my case study in the last month of December for my UI UX design course with CourseCareers. I shared part 1 with you a few days ago, and I closed out that video a complete emotional wreck. But as designers, we push through. Now let's pick it back up for part 2.
Like if you go back to your wireframe and you look at all the screens that you have, if there's stuff that you could maybe like
well, can I go over it? This is just the second set because I had to change the colors. Can I go over it with you so we can pick out what you think could be?
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine.
So for the search filter, what you would do is you would type in okay. So what you do is you would sign in. Okay, so you would sign in, and then you would be taken to the Explore page, immediately to the Explore page, and then you would type in I'm sorry. You'd be taken to the Explore page, and then you would immediately see farmers markets. Once you saw those farmers markets, you have an option to sort, filter, like this is your search filter. So you can sort, filter, you can look through markets, co-ops, farms. In this case, the user would choose to sort, and they're going to sort by highest rating. So they click highest rating, and then they come to the farmers markets are now arranged in order by highest rating. So that's the highest rating one. So they click on that one. I need to delete this one, but they click on that, and then it takes them to the Houston Farmers Market, and then they can look at all the information, and then they can in this case the person is going to choose a vendor. No, they want to look at the vendors list. So here's the vendors, and I just did this based off the user flow. So how would you? Okay, I'll continue. So they're looking at the vendors, and then they click on the vendors list. They see the vendors. They choose this vendor, Berry Sweet Texas, and then this takes them to the vendors list. They can see all the information, and then they choose to save it. Okay? All right. So that's the first one.
Yeah, that seems like pretty standard.
Okay, that's standard.
Yeah, I know it seems like a lot, but typically in order to prototype, you do have to have lots of screens and lots of detail. But yeah, like if you break it down, like trying to do maybe just one feature like a week in terms of prototyping, I know it'll probably be slower than what you want, but you don't want to stress yourself out doing everything at once.
It takes a week to prototype?
No, it depends on how quickly you want to do it, but it seems like you were a bit stressed out about doing everything.
Yeah, I plan to get this done before the new year is over with. Okay. So then,
yeah.
You don't think this? Do you don't think that's possible?
No, I think it is possible, but yeah, I would say you could probably do it in like 2 or 3 hours if you were making.
I plan to get this done. Actually, I was going to learn how to prototype today, and then I was going to learn how to prototype tomorrow, and then the prototype was going to be done. The only thing that I need to figure out, and I was going to ask you while we're in our call, is about accessibility and the UI, just the way things look. But before we get there, then there's the harvest, and that's where I'm I don't know how all this connects just yet. Okay, good news. I just got out of the meeting with one of the coaches from CourseCareers, and I literally almost lost it until we figured out that I was on the right track. She said that I look like I'm in a good place. She can tell that I'm a graphic designer and that I am, like, she thinks I can get it finished in the next few days, and then I can record. And oh, this has been such a long journey, but we're here, we're very close, and I'm just gonna continue. So I'm really happy right now. I'm just ready to close this chapter of the course, although I know the UI UX chapter is never really closed, but I'm ready to close it and focus on what I need to focus on. So there's that. I'm just gonna keep chucking away. She said, you know, just start working on your prototypes, and yeah, so I'm gonna get going.
Although I pretty much shut myself off from the rest of the world and stopped doing social activities in the month of December, the one thing I can say is that I maintained my workouts. I love to work out. I'm such a health nut. I am addicted to working out, and I love to work out at least 5 to 6 times a week. With the exception of me possibly falling sick, then I'll scale it back. But for the most part, I love to work out at least 5 to 6 times a week. And it helps to keep me energized, disciplined, and somewhat social. So I relied on my workout activities to keep me social throughout that time of December that I was, you know, putting in that grind time and isolating myself. I always feel so much better when I work out in the morning. And I did a little bit of running throughout that time. I did a lot of cycling because I'm trying to condition my body to be the best cyclist that I can be for 2025. And I really pushed myself to work out throughout that time so that I could stay focused and just true to my routine.
Heels and arms, okay? It's exactly what it sounds like, heels and arms. So we'll have heels, and then we'll have arms, okay? So feet switch hands, same thing on the left side. We good? Left side, let's do it, same thing. Left lead, both weights in your left hand. You're up in 8 counts. You're up in 4, 3, 2, let's work, come on. I added some Christmas songs for y'all. Merry Christmas. Keep it slow, please, come on. Now I want you to squeeze when you're at the bottom.
Good morning, it's Christmas Eve. I'm still in my room, so you know that I'm still working on this case study so I can try my best to be certified before the end of the year. Yesterday was an extremely like up and down emotional day in the morning because I met with one of the coaches again I met with one of the CourseCareers coaches, and we went over my case study or my prototype, and she basically told me that in the prototype it has to be functional or you'll get points docked. And so I just felt this overwhelming anxiety about, oh my God, am I gonna pass? And then she said, oh, well, you won't get a lot of points taken off. You'll get some points taken off, but they they will dock it. And then it was just like this rabbit hole of me trying to figure out if whether or not it should be, everything should be clickable. But I don't have that type of time. I just don't. Especially, I would have that type of time if this was, I didn't have a strict deadline for myself to be certified by the end of the year. So I'll just have to take, if it's 5 points off, then I'll just have to get that deduction. But I have to move forward. I have to move forward. I've done the work. It's, as she said, it's well designed. I've taken my time. I've done the steps. If you guys are looking for a fully clickable, functional app when it's just a prototype, I don't know what to say. I'm hoping that the graders have grace on me, because I have a very detailed app. The app is not, it doesn't reflect what Anthony did, and his app is very simple. If it was a very simple app, then I probably would have been able to make everything interactive, but I just didn't go that route. And so the route that I went, which I wanted to challenge myself, I felt in order to take that creative ownership, I would have to be more detailed, and that required less time to design the prototype where everything is interactive. But I'm sure I'm gonna have to go back in and redo some things to make it interactive for my portfolio after the certification is done. We'll worry about that later. My mentor will help me with that. I'll have some other UX professionals that have been in the industry for years take a look at it and tell me what they think needs to be interactive. But trying to figure this out by myself, I ain't with that. I ain't about to do all that right now. So I'm gonna finish the things that I have for myself, like the schedule. I'm gonna actually show the schedule that I have for myself, because I've created a schedule and I'm on schedule with everything, but I'm not designing on my MacBook right now, so I can't fully show you in my notes, but I'll plug it somewhere where you can see that I basically have an entire schedule mapped out and I'm on schedule. So I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so I sent the prototype out to tons of people yesterday. When I say ton, maybe like 8. And it's on Figma, so this is basically the prototype. I'm gonna go back to it. I guess I can only prototype it once, but this is the app. It's Christmas morning. I'm in the gym. I feel like I need to get a good pump in before I start working on my case study. I had a lot of challenges yesterday as I was adding my high fidelity mock-ups to my portfolio, so hopefully I won't have those today, but I just need to get in a good sweat before getting started on that, and then I will get ready to rumble. So yeah, let me get into it. Okay, it is now 2:40 a.m. I think when I first checked in, it was like maybe like 8 something. That's just kind of how my days have been going. I have been trying to work pretty much the full day if I can, for this week at least. I'm about to have like lunch. I have a family member coming in tomorrow, so I am trying to pretty much get as much work done as possible. I've had some hiccups with Squarespace because I'm not really that familiar with Squarespace, so I have been having to learn how you add images and things of that nature, to where it's not taking so much time. But I think I got the hang of it. My computer was running slow, so I had to figure that out. But I think I pretty much got the hang of it. Now I just need to work on my... At the moment, what I need to work on are my revisions for the feedback that I received from the user testing. So I'm going to work on that right now. And I'll just show you what I have for Squarespace at the moment. Oh. Okay, so far this is everything that I've done up to, like, in the last few days. So I pretty much came up with the designing the user face, the section of the case study. I added my mock-ups. I put the user flow with the mock-ups. So I have all of the mock-ups here for each flow, so it makes sense. I think the only thing that I would need to do is just make sure everything is aligned in here, which I can do. Just not really, I need to move on because today was not really the day to be working on the portfolio, but there's so many little things that I need to add in so that it doesn't take that much time. But yeah, here are the user flows. And I added the accessibility. I did this yesterday. So this is here. Doing the improvement shouldn't take too long. What I think is going to take a big chunk of my time is adding in, because I still need to go back in and redo the card sort. I need to redo the flow charts. I need to redo the typography. I wanted to add somewhat of a card sort GIF. And I need to create the video. And I still don't even have my solutions created. So I need to figure all this out. But yeah, I think I got it. So I'm gonna keep working, and I'll probably check back in tomorrow because I'm done for it today. I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna work on this a little bit more in the morning tomorrow before my cousin comes in, and then all day Friday I'm gonna work on it. All day Saturday I'm gonna work on it. All day Sunday, and Monday, and then Tuesday, and that's the goal. All right, so I'm letting you go. I'll talk to you later.